Are you ready? It's the Roundtable with me, Robert Bannon. Table, everybody. My name is Robert Bannon. You're listening to us on Broadway World over here on the Broadway Podcast Network, iHeart, Spotify. You know, the other day, we had the incredible Jaime Lozano on to talk about his work and about his concert and about all of the amazing things that he's doing. And I am so excited for some of the cast of the upcoming concert. Some of them are on the album. They have done Broadway, they have done off-Broadway, they have done television, they have done film. They've been representing this incredible culture and music all around the world. And now they're going to come to Sony Hall for a one-night-only special event that you need to see when the album is out and we're all going to stream it. I am so excited that they're all here. We're going to break it down. We're going to break all the details down, where you can hear it, where you can see it, and what all of these incredible artists have done. Florencia, would you I'm going to say it. I said I was scared I was going to mess up her name. Mayelah is here.
Hey!
Rodney is here.
At your service.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I did it. I think I got it right.
That's perfect.
I failed Spanish class, and I love Hispanic culture. I love Hispanic music. I love the resurgence of it on Broadway, on off-Broadway, and in culture. And you all are bringing the incredible beats, flair, and heart to this project. Congratulations to you all for being a part of it.
Thank you.
So, Florencia, tell us about it. You're from Mexico. I was reading about your career. You're from Mexico. You come here to the United States. And how do you relate to finding Mr. Lozano and coming to terms with his music? How did this all happen for you?
Well, we are not just artistic partners, we are life partners. So I'm very lucky. I'm the lucky one here. We moved to New York 10 years ago together to pursue this dream of being on Broadway, doing theater, doing musicals, and it's been a wild journey, but we're here together telling our stories, representing our culture, and I think that's the best that we can do right now, especially in the times that we are living. Our voices, our stories are very needed, and I'm so happy to share this with the world, with the Broadway community, with my friends like Rodney, like Mayelah, Mexicanos here doing the work, working hard. Just really happy.
You live it on stage and in the house as well. I'm sure you were there when these songs are birthed and heard for the first time, and inspirational and collaborative with him. And what a beautiful story, and a time we need this more than ever. Mayelah, your story is pretty incredible as well. I was reading about your journey here to New York City and the work that you've done. Tell us about how you got involved in this project.
Well, I connected with Jaime 3 years ago when I moved to New York. We're actually from the same hometown in Mexico, which is crazy. And I knew of Jaime my whole life, but I never met him until we were here. And once I graduated acting school, our relationship in theater began, and I've been fortunate to have been involved in various of Jaime's musicals and projects and workshops. And so this is how my involvement in this album came about. And I'm so lucky to have my voice be on one of his songs forever.
Forever. It's super exciting. Rodney, you'll be at the concert. You'll be performing. We know you may know Rodney. I mean, he's quite the Broadway star. If it's Phantom, or if it's Aladdin, or if it's all the fun stuff that theater all around the world. What's it mean to be a part of this live event? Why'd you say yes?
Oh my gosh, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I think the audience will see when they come and hear the music that this is, authentically beautiful music, extraordinary songwriting. I mean, and you'll hear the voices too. That Mayelah said she'll be on the record forever. It's true. And the voices that you'll hear are really exceptional. So for me, it's such a no-brainer because, to be honest, it's such an honor. So to get to, lend a small part of myself to this incredible, I think, now several volumes in this album, truly an honor. So I think it'll be really special for the audience that'll be there, really special for all the listeners to get to hear to this music immortalized, because they're storytelling songs, and I think you'll leave feeling moved. It's not just easy and beautiful listening, which it is, but it's also moving storytelling, which is what's so compelling about it to me.
Well, what's so exciting, everybody, if you're listening to us, it's out. The album is out. The album is out. And yay! Volume 3 is out. Songs by an Immigrant, Volume 3. I teased him and said, we're ready for Volume 4. And he said, okay, give me a minute. Give him a minute. And then everybody, while we're talking, tickets are on sale, and you can have an incredible one night only event, August 25th at the iconic Sony Hall. The guests from the album will be there. All of the songs will be performed. It'll be a party. It's a celebration. It's an album release at one of New York's, literally one of the most beautiful venues. Florencia, how do you surmise what this journey has been from Volume 1 to now Volume 3, and the amount of music and stories that have been told, the artists that have been on these albums to sing with you all? How's it feel?
It feels crazy that we are now in Volume 3, and everything that we have lived for the past 5 years. I think when we started this project, we didn't know where it was going, but the more we started doing it at venues, Lincoln Center, 54 Below, Just Pop, you realize that there's a craving from our community for our stories, for being represented, and for, even if you're not Latino or an immigrant, it's another sound that you're not used to listen. So it's very new, it's different. And I think that's what makes it so special and so exciting. And now to be in this big, as you said, like Sony Hall is beautiful. I love Sony Hall. I feel it's like so fancy, but chic, but cool, So we're all excited to be there, Latinos on stage telling our stories. And one thing that I love about Jaime's concert, my favorite thing, is the audience. Like the audience is always on point. And every time you see someone there, it's like, oh, I went to your last concert and I'm bringing a new friend. So every concert, someone brings another new friend, and now it's part of the familia. Like the audience, it's part of the familia. And to see them, it's like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in so long. How's life? Like catching up. How's their boyfriend? How's their mother? How was the vacation? And it truly feels like a family. And I mean, Jaime loves to chat. It's a yapper. So every time we are in a concert, it's not just a concert like we singing. Jaime tells all about us. It's like a lot of chisme, a lot of funny stuff. So if you come, you're gonna have so much fun. You're gonna cry, you're gonna laugh, and you can dance. So hay para todo. We have everything.
Everything. It's going to be a night, and this is your only chance to see it. It's good, literally, to get this group of people together in one room takes a lot of work. So this is the chance to get tickets and see it. Mayelah, tell us about the song you sing. What are you going to do for us? What is it? Are you allowed to tell us? Is it a secret?
I think I can. The other day, I wasn't sure if I could talk about it, and I was like, I texted Jaime, and I was like, I hope I didn't say anything that I can't. But this song is, every time I sing a song that Jaime wrote, I say, like, this is my favorite song. But this one I actually mean. Like, this one, on my grave, it'll say her favorite song was Te Veré Otra Vez. This is a song from a new work that Jaime Lozano with Tommy Newman and Florencia is directing. They've done a couple workshops, and it's called Roja, the musical, and it's loosely based on the Little Red Riding Hood. And so you follow Roja's journey to try to find her dad again. Her dad passed away. It's only her mom and her. And so you follow Roja along this journey, and, she'll encounter different characters that will help her along the way. It's just a beautiful story with even more beautiful music, and I'm so lucky that I get to sing this song. It's really, really beautiful, and I think no matter where you're from, these topics are universal. Everyone can relate to them, and that's what's so beautiful. Like, yes, they're uplifting our stories and they're true to us, but they're also true to so many people.
That's what I love about the music and the other volumes, and now you can hear volume 3, is that no matter where you're from, you are where your history or cultural background is, you're going to find humanity in this music.
Exactly.
It's about family, it's about friendship, it's about community, and that's what's important. Rodney, you have performed in some shows and have been a trailblazer to bring, Hispanic culture to shows that have never had representation like you have given to these shows. What does it mean, though, for musical theater songs and song cycles and things to be written from this background, from this community, that you get to now represent a piece of your background and culture?
I mean, honestly, this is the dream. I mean, sometimes I think, by my name, clearly the most Mexican among us, that what an honor to get to like access this real, authentic, amazing, beautiful storytelling, because there's stories that I think so often aren't told, to be frank, and they aren't told in this really amazing and celebratory manner. I think Mayelah's song is one that, like you, it's one of my absolute favorites. It's a celebratory song, but it'll make you cry if you let it. And I think that it's just so profound and it's so well done that just to be a part of something so well done, telling our stories, exceptionally beautiful and an honor. In my song, it's like, I'll just say very briefly, it's from, a new Frida musical talking about the life of Frida Kahlo from the point of view of Diego Rivera. And just the poetry in the lyric and just emotionally devastating nature of the incredible song. I mean, wow, these are stories that I feel like an American, frankly, a Broadway audience could get a glimpse of and hear the heart and soul of Mexican culture, but also the universal culture of what it is to be human and to love deeply. And I think those stories, there's no greater way or greater pedestal to share those stories than through the lens of these historic Mexican artists that lived and breathed, and now we get to immortalize in this really special way.
Yeah, she told you to clock that. Yeah. Well, Florencia, for you and your home, I know how personal this all is. I know your journey and how important it is. We live in crazy times where lots of crazy things are being said in the United States and around the world about Mexico, about immigrants, about people who are trying to find community or be where they're supposed to be, and there's an attack. And you live. Is the music and is the art that you've created been an outlet for you personally? Because I'm sure there are frustrated days. I'm sure there are days where you turn on the news and are angry. So what's it been like in your home to use art as a way to retaliate against what's being said out here?
I think in our case, we cannot separate who we are and where we come from our art. It's very together, right? So it's wearing our pride while we are entering new rooms, new musicals, new albums, and just bringing literally our flag everywhere I go. I try to use or wear something that it's from Mexico, and wear my culture proud and share it with the world, because what we need right now is understand each other, seeing that we are not that different. They've been trying to say, oh, you're so different, you are. And no, we're just humans. We all have dreams. We all are trying our best. We all have problems with family. Like, we're humans. So it's not about Mexicans and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and Americans. It's not. It's about humanity. But in order to share our humanity, we need to share where we are, our background, and that's what we are doing. Jaime and I, as creative, as theater makers, is just like putting a spotlight in our culture, sharing our values, sharing the love that we have for life, the love that we have, how fun we are, how kind we are. And I hope when you are listening to the album, you can get a glimpse of our humor, of our culture, of our magic realism, how we dream, right? How we daydream. And I hope when people listen to this album can relate.
Oh, and I think that they will. They sure will. And they're gonna. And everybody needs to. It's streaming right now, so you better be listening to it, and you better buy a ticket. You better buy a ticket to come to Sony Hall. So, Mayelah, your journey coming here for acting school and then being here now and performing here. What do you wish we knew? Like, why? What can we do as an audience of all different backgrounds to support these stories and to support more of these stories being told? We need more than just one Hispanic show on Broadway a year. We need shows across the board of all different cultures. So what do you think we can do as a regular public?
We just have to show up. I think we want more stories to be told, and there's a craving and a necessity for that. But when there's something, whether it's in the movie theaters or on Broadway or a concert, we don't show up for those people, for our people. So we just have to show up and support one another, no matter what it is, because if seats are full, then that relays a bigger message that, yes, we want those spaces. We can fill these spaces. You know what I mean? Like, it's just about showing up and supporting each other. And yeah, buy those tickets. It's important.
Buy those tickets, stream the music, support. It's more than just saying I want to. It's actually making the action to put your money where your mouth is. Mayelah, you've been doing this since you're like 5 years old.
Yeah. Yeah. It started when I was 5.
So Rodney, how about you? How long have you had the bug to do musical theater and to be an actor?
I mean, likewise, I feel like when we're kids and want to be actors, we all have that that disease maybe that you love to be clapped at and you love attention. And I think I was no exception. I was always the ham and, you know, the clown or things like that. So I think that that started it. But then I have to attribute it really to my mom showing me all the golden age musicals and all the My Fair Ladies and the South Pacifics and all these things that, man, I could get really in love with a play or a movie, but I could be transported with a musical because the arc of emotion and obviously the melody through the storytelling, that's what made me fall in love with the art form. And I think it's that same tradition and through line and such high quality, pursuit of storytelling. That true line exists in this music and exists in all the greatest musicals ever written. And that's what's so continually motivating and exciting to get to do it, because these things aren't, there's nothing wrong with a commercial success, but when you can blend a commercial success with really high quality music, lyric, and storytelling, and something that really moves an audience, that's what, as an actor, keeps it so increasingly motivating and exciting.
Absolutely. That's the thrill of live art and going to a concert or a play. Florencia, I think you got them beat. You started your career at 3.
Yes, I started at 3. My dad, he was in the business. He was a comedian and actor. My mom, she was a model. So I was born in the business. I always say I wanted to be a mathematician, but they didn't let me. I was born in the business, and I've been here my whole life, and I think that's my life.
By the time Mayelah and Rodney were starting at 5, you were an old pro. You were already like, listen,
Yeah.
I've been in this business. I want to find Florencia. But on a side note, I know the amazing work you do, music, singing, and all of that. But I want, my dream is to be able to give the good, shady telenovela look and shape with the eyes and the smolder.
With the eyebrows, right?
Yes. That is a special style of acting that everybody needs to know how to do, even in their personal life. Your journey.
We're dramatic. We love.
Yes, that's what I love. But look, I'm a gay, so we're just as dramatic. So, for you now and seeing the journey of your career, all of you starting at a young age and going through theater, going through television, going through all of this, what's it mean to be able to now this day get together, still be creating art, still be creating new work? Each of you around Florencia will start. What's it mean for you to still be in this business and to be making a difference, to represent your culture, but just art in general, the opportunity to create?
It's the honor of a lifetime. I never take it for granted. It's amazing to be able to do this, to do it with people that I love. I try to work with people that I love and that I feel good about it. And for example, this is an amazing night that is going to happen at Sony Hall with Mi Familia, with Mayelah, with Rodney, with Jaime. Alonso, my kid, is always around, but also people that I admired for so long, Cristina Lavado, Joel Perez, these beautiful and talented, amazing storytellers, and be together in a night, and still doing it since I was 3 years old. Like the first time that I was on a stage is 3 years old. Now I'm about to turn 33. And I'm like, oh shoot, it's been a while. But I can wait to keep telling our stories and sharing it with the world.
Yes, and make sure you listen to her music and her album and all of the stuff. All of that information is going to be below if you're listening to us or watching us right now. Mayelah, for you, what's it mean to be an artist nowadays and get a chance to do this?
It's a huge responsibility. It's a huge responsibility and a huge privilege, as Florencia said. It's been an incredible journey the past 3 years, finding my love for this again and being lucky to have found trailblazers like Florencia and Jaime that are now my actual family, away from like my home away from home. And just to be included in lineups such as this one for the concert on Monday, it's like I'm pinching myself every day. Like I'm just a newbie. I'm really just starting out here. So to be considered and to be uplifted by Jaime all the time, and Florencia and Rodney and everyone that I'm singing with is a huge honor, and I'm really lucky and blessed to be able to do this at a time like this.
Absolutely. And Rodney, for you to be able to make art and to be a part of something like this?
I mean, honestly, I echo what everyone was saying. It's a privilege. I certainly don't take it for granted because it doesn't come every day that the blending of what you want to do and a project that's really awesome gets to fuse. And I think when things like this happen, it is so special and it's magic. And I think that that's the magic that certainly it's so tangible and palpable that all of us get to do this exciting work. And I think that same magic is what's in store for listeners of the album, for people who come to hear this stuff, because it really is, and I mean it sincerely, I know I've repeated myself, but it really does move you and transport you. And I think we as actors, we're in the business of, hopefully when done correctly, to, be a vessel for great songwriting, to be able to transport and move an audience. And I think when done correctly, which is what we're all endeavoring to do, of course, I think that's what's going to happen. So when that happens, certainly not something to take for granted, because it's a special kind of spark.
Songs by an Immigrant, Volume 3. It's out now. It's streaming right now. And then on the 25th, get your tickets, sonyhall.com. Come see the show. Come see the show live. I'm so jealous, everybody, of Rodney, because that hair, like, come on. Why? How does he get it like that?
Perfect DNA.
Yeah.
I'm so mad. Rodney, get off my show. That's it.
I'll lend you some.
Thank you. I'm so excited for everybody. You better get your tickets, put your money where your mouth is, and go support this incredible new art. They're incredible. This cast is incredible. The album, I got a chance to hear it, is incredible. And now it's streaming. Thank you all so much for being here. Break legs, have a blast, have the best time. We're all excited for this, and I'm already on. Florencia, the next volume. Let's go.
Going.
Thank you so much for
Thank
being here.